What's up, beauty babes? It's Theileserose and I am back with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I did medium knotless braids on my own hair. So first of all, I'm taking down my hair from the last protective style that I had. I don't know if y'all watched my last video, but if you haven't, go ahead and do so because I gave all the tea on how I prep my hair for a protective style. And y'all, it's very, very detailed. I make sure to care for my hair before a protective style because I normally keep it in for about a month to 2 months. But anyway, I started with taking my hair down and then I got my pre-stretched expressions connect line hair. And from there, I just go ahead and pre-separate my hair. So I take about like that size of hair every single time. And then I just put it on my little tray that I have so that it can be easy for me to pick the hair up as I'm braiding. So from here, you're going to see me part my hair, and y'all already know if you watch my tutorials on how to do knotless braids or anything protective style for that matter, I use mirrors on top of mirrors. Okay, I have like a mirror in front of me, then I use my camera viewfinder, then I use a small handheld mirror, and then if I have to, I pick up my phone. So I just make sure that I'm able to see. And then I also just detangle my hair in the back with a dimming brush, going in, brushing it real good so that I can get all the kinks and tangles out so that the braiding process can be super easy. So next, you're gonna see me take my moisturizer of the day, which will be my shea butter. And if y'all have also watched my other videos, then you will know that I don't use creams because typically they tend to just water my hair down. So I try to use like a butter or anything like that, and then I go in and moisturize my hair real good and I start parting. So like I said, y'all, as you start to like use your mirrors, it will become easier. But for me, since I'm so used to parting my hair for protective styles, I don't necessarily have to use a mirror for the first time. Then also, y'all, I'm going to be going in with the red shining gem. I normally go in with my green one, but I ran out for the big bottle. So my second option will always be that red bottle because it's just as good. But that silk edges, the green one, y'all, it will get you right. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to use that red shining gem to define my part, and then once I go in, it'll be easy for me to scope out how the back of my hair should look, y'all. So since this is medium, I'm going to go in with 3 in the back, and then from there I just do brick parting. So after I'm done separating them by putting twist in, I'm just going to make sure that part is straight, and once it is, I go in with my shea butter real good, y'all. I moisturize each section after I've done the bigger section too, just to really ensure that the sections are moisturized. So once I feel like the section is moisturized, I just go in with that shining gem and I put it at the base of that section and I start to braid. So I start off by braiding like it's a French braid actually, and then from there I just feed in this piece of hair in between the index and my thumb, and then I continue braiding down. Y'all, I have so many videos now on how I do my own knotless braids, and they're honestly pretty self-explanatory, but once you continue to watch it and actually practice while you're watching the video, it should become easier, y'all, because I learned by watching videos, and yeah, I feel like it's really self-explanatory once you continue to watch. But yeah, I just braid down the length of my hair, and as I'm feeding in more hair, I just feed it in between my index and my thumb, in which I'm going to explain further along the video, y'all. I have a slowed down portion of the video that's going to show that in more detail. But yeah, just continue to braid down, and then I tie it around the ends, and this is how your hair should be looking once you're done. So after I have finished with the back sections, I did 2 rows completely, and this is how it looks. And this is what I mean by brick layers, y'all. You want to part in between every single braid, which I'm gonna also show in a more detailed part of the video. But yeah, y'all, I really initiate taking that mirror and just using it so that you can be able to see where you're parting your hair. If you guys have not checked out my other protective style videos, I highly recommend you do so because I feel like I'm more detailed in those videos because I actually try to break down what I do. But yeah, y'all, it's pretty self-explanatory. You just take your mirrors and you make sure that you can see in all angles, and then once you are able to, you should be able to part real good. So as y'all can see in this corner, I have my mirror just sitting down on my bed, and then I'm angling myself and positioning myself to be able to see in any way that I can. So once I'm able to do that, I can clearly see where I need to part my hair, where I shouldn't part it, if I should clean my part up, things like that. So yeah. All right, y'all, so I'm just gonna continue to section off and pre-part my hair. This part actually is really mandatory for me, y'all, because it just helps me to go smoothly throughout, like braiding my hair. It already takes long as it is. Like, this style actually took me 2 days to do because I took breaks and I was tired, and yeah. But yeah, y'all, so my hair is actually growing and I'm really proud of this growth. I think it's because of protective styling, honestly. I just go in with those same steps, y'all, with just using my shea butter to moisturize my hair, and then I also use that shine jam to just define my parts. Of course, I use that throughout the braiding as well, just to get my braids to look as crisp as possible. And then I go in with some more shea butter at the root, and then I go in and start braiding my hair. So y'all, as I'm braiding down, I just continue to feed in until I get it at the desired length and desired shape that I want it. If I want the braid to be bigger, obviously I'm just going to take bigger pieces of hair and then more pieces of hair as well, because the more pieces, the bigger the braid is going to look. But if you want a skinnier braid, then you're going to take about like 2 to 3 pieces, if that, and then they're going to be small as well. But since I wanted these medium, my sections of hair are also medium, and then I'm going to take about 3 to 4 pieces at the root to like feed it in, and then I braid it down, just adding as long as I want my hair to be. So once I'm finished, this is how it's looking, y'all. I'm just going to take that clip down and I'm going to show y'all that these are how my parts are looking. They're not super even, but you know, they're crispy enough. And also, y'all, I'm learning still. I'm still growing and I'm only getting better at this. But yeah, the more you practice, the more you're going to get the hang of it, y'all. It's really easy. People still think that knotless braids are hard to do on yourself, and they're really not. Once you just keep on practicing and getting the hang of it, it'll become easier as the time goes. And also, y'all, I'm taking into consideration that this is my first time doing medium knotless braids on myself. I normally do like small or large. I've never done medium knotless braids, so this will be my first time. But yeah, so it was just a learning type of thing for me, y'all. So yeah, you just get better as the time goes. Anyway, so I made sure that I detangled the top section of my hair just so that this part can be smooth and easy to braid, because as I'm getting to the top, y'all, I'm getting tired. I don't feel like braiding anymore. So actually in this part of the video, you're gonna see me just part my hair, pre-part it, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. Okay, I'm gonna wake up the next day and do my hair because it was going on like 2 in the morning in this video. So yeah, y'all, it get like that sometimes. But yeah, I just make sure that I pre-parted and pre-sectioned my hair by doing little twists. And then I just go wake up the next day, as you guys are going to see. And then, yeah. So I don't know if you guys can tell by now, but this is really, really repetitive, y'all. Just repeat these same steps. I take my shea butter and then I just moisturize my hair really, really good, y'all. Because like I said, I try to keep my protective styles in for about a month to 2 months because I try to maximize that growth, okay? But yeah, y'all. So I just put that shining gem on the perimeter, the base of my hair. And then I smooth it in real good with my rat tail comb along with my fingers to get it nice and smooth, because I do like to have my protective styles looking fresh, obviously. And like I just got it done at the shop, even though I didn't. I'm my own shop, but still. So yeah, once I get to the front, it's kind of different as I'm feeding in the hair, because I want to feed it in to where I want my hair to lay. So say I'm doing it on the left side of my hair, I want to feed it in going to the left, and if I'm doing it on the right, it's the opposite, vice versa. So yeah, I just try to make sure that once I'm feeding it in, I try to get it to lay on my head the way that I want it to be laying down. So once I get it to lay down flat how I want it to, I just continue to braid down the rest of the braid. Now right here, y'all, I'm going to show y'all how I feed in. I loop the hair around my index finger and my thumb, and then I grab it with the rest of my fingers, and then I feed it in between my other hand's index finger and thumb. Hope that makes sense, y'all. So I just hold the rest of my hair while like pausing the braid, and then I feed in the hair, and then I resume braiding. Okay, so I'm gonna show that again one more time, I believe, y'all. But yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. You want to just braid down the rest of your hair, and then you pause real quick so that you can feed that hair in. You go in between your index and thumb on that other hand that's holding the braid, and then you feed it in with your other hand in between that braid. So yeah, you just continue to braid down once you resume, and then you move on to your next braid, y'all. Also, y'all saw me pulling and tugging on a braid just so y'all can see it's really flexible. Like, I try not to braid too tight, but tight enough so that the braids can look nice and fresh. And y'all see how long that hair is, y'all? Like, right there, my hair looks super long. I'm telling you, protective styles are the go-to, okay? And then using, you already know my secret weapon, which I'm going to show y'all later, but I love to oil my scalp. Anyway, so back to feeding it in. I just continue to do that same process, y'all. I use the shiny Shine Jam in the middle of my hair as well, because I know sometimes you might just only use it on perimeter or only on the edge of your hair. I try to use it all throughout my hair so that every single braid can look nice and crisp, and also that keeps my parts nice and defined as well. So yeah, I try to make sure that I use the Shine Jam all throughout. And then also, if I need to, while braiding down, I just use that same Shine Jam on my natural hair if it's like sticking out or anything like that. But yeah, as y'all just saw, I continue to use that same process with feeding in my hair. Now right here, y'all, I'm going to show y'all how I loop my hair at the ends. So I take a thin piece of hair at the bottom, and then I just loop it around like it's a knot. Literally, I loop it around, and in between that piece of hair, that same piece of hair is going to go in between each other. So y'all can watch that part again if you need to really understand how to loop it. But yeah, it's pretty easy to do as well. Just keep on practicing, y'all. Just keep practicing. So y'all, I take an ample amount on this section because it is pretty thick since I combined those two sections. And then as y'all see, I did get a little mini green Shine Jam. I didn't even know they had that, but I definitely picked that up because I needed it. I need my green Shine Jam. If y'all know, then you know. But yeah, I take an ample amount of product just so that I can get it nice and smooth how I want it to look, y'all. And then once again, I go in and just start feeding it in. So yeah, y'all, the process is really repetitive. I think the only thing that I don't like about it is how long it be taking me, because I take so many breaks because I just don't be feeling like it. Like, I can zoom through the braiding, but I just don't be feeling like doing my hair. But I have to do so I don't be looking a fool. But anyway, y'all, so I just keep on braiding down the perimeter of my hair. And then also, y'all, I made my braids super long, as y'all are gonna see. So I keep on feeding it in until I get it to the desired length. And once I do so, I just loop it around, and it is finally time to stop braiding my hair. I'm done, okay? Done. So yeah, y'all, once I'm done braiding, the rest of this is really easy, y'all. So I just take my scissors and I kind of just make my braids look very, very neat. So I just go in and I trim off the excess hairs, because you know how sometimes it can just be sticking out the braids, which is natural. It happens. So I just cut off all of that. Then I take my two favorite mousses, and along with my spritz, and obviously my holy grail, my wild growth hair oil, y'all. Y'all know I love that. I love that oil. That's my baby. So before I start going into a rave about that wild growth oil, y'all, I obviously just mousse my hair up first, because that feels so refreshing, y'all. And then also it just lays my hair down really good. So like an idiot that I am, I spilled my mousse the second time. But yeah, y'all, I just put the mousse all over my braids just to get them looking really crisp, y'all, because if I don't do that, sometimes I find that my hair frizzes up easier. So I don't know if it's just me, but yeah. And then I go in between every single part, y'all. Every single part. I mean every single part. And I put that wild growth hair oil in there because, listen, I be wanting my hair to grow, okay? And then I use my spritz because that just keeps my hair super defined and also refreshed and everything. And then I put my scarf on just so that I can lay my hairs down. And then after I've done all of that, y'all, I'm gonna dip my hair in this hot water. And when I say hot, it was really hot, y'all. Really, really hot. I will say, y'all, you really do have to be careful on this part, hence why I take this big old towel and then just put it over my shoulder. Then I just dip my ends of my hair in the hot water, and once it's soaked enough, I just wipe it off with that towel. And then I do that same step to the other side of my hair, and that gives it a smooth effect, and also just really, really smooths out the ends of my hair. So yeah, y'all, wanted to show y'all how long my braids actually were. Like, they came to my knees, which is what I wanted, okay? I wanted my braids long. My mama kept asking me, why you do your hair that long? Because I wanted it that long, okay? I'm doing my own hair, so I did it that way. But after I took off the scarf, this is how my hair was looking, y'all. Super neat, super crisp. The parts were defined. My hair was even. Like, I just loved it. It was super soft, y'all. My braids were not heavy at all either, y'all. So that was another key thing that I needed and really wanted to emphasize on, is that my braids were not heavy. It's because of how much hair I use, y'all. So yeah, I really loved it. This was the first time my braids actually weren't this heavy. So I love that for me. But yeah, y'all, I love this hairstyle. And if y'all did too, don't hesitate to leave it a like. Also, comment down below your favorite part, because I love to chat. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.